Flashback Lakeside Raceway. It was Queensland's first permanent track constructed by volunteers with borrowed machinery on a dairy farm in 1961.
It was the golden era of racing. Fast, dangerous and popular. And Queensland was in pole position.
And now for the start of the 34th Australian Grand Prix. Away they go.
The circuit was built 30 kilometres north of Brisbane on Lake Kawangbar, aptly known as Lakeside. In 1964, Dick Johnson debuted in an FJ Holden. He was so young, his mother had to sign his consent form. Dick won. 17 years later, he lined up at Lakeside for the drive of his life.
A record crowd estimated at 20,000 had jammed into the picturesque Lakeside circuit for the showdown between Johnson and Brock. The pressure was right on Johnson, trying for his first major championship win, while Brock was going for his 5th national title.
Just 1 point separated the drivers in the final round of the season.
Holden versus Ford, the underdog versus one of the giants of the sport in Australia.
Johnson would pull away on the straights. Brock would gather him in under brakes.
Accelerate third gear to 7,200. Full top gear.
I had Brock on my hammer the whole way through.
Brock made one desperate challenge on the final corner, but Johnson held on, winning the race and his first championship. Waiting to interview Dick, Pat Welsh.
You think he was going to get you in those last few laps?
Well, yeah, I thought he could have, but I just held tight lines and hoped for the best. And I tell you what, due respects to the guy, he's a brilliant driver. Never once did he touch me where he could have in several occasions.
I was able to catch but not pass. An enormous crowd. We'll go home saying, well, that's one of the best sporting events I've ever been to in my life.
Over the years, Lakeside's hosted every form of motorsport. Its bumpy track had a reputation for danger.
Oh, Preston's unbelievable.
Oh, look at the Marshall.
That has got to be the escape of all time. Oh, we have an accident at the top of Lakeside. There are cars.
Without a doubt, one of the best racetracks ever built.
But when V8s abandoned Lakeside, it fell into receivership and disrepair. But this year, the track was thrown a lifeline. The owner of Queensland Raceway at Willowbank has taken a 40-year lease on Lakeside. $1.5 million is being spent on improvements to the complex. Club-level racing has returned, but the V8s won't. Kurt Saksuski's grandfather built Lakeside, and he grew up at the track. Now he's the motorsport manager for V8s.
The speed of the cars and the number of cars they have racing, it probably has just been outgrown.
Now there are plans to celebrate 50 years of racing at Lakeside in 2011.
Passion for the place, I race there, and like so many people in my age group, I love it.